Wonder what face I'll be wearing next time we meet. Flash.
Can't wait.
Merry Christmas.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on The Flash Season 5. So we've come across some pretty interesting news that was posted on the 26th of October by our good friend DC World. Paul over at DC World had the exclusive. He was at MCM Comic Con in London and he was speaking to the actor that plays the voice of Zoom. And people are thinking, Teddy Sears. No, Teddy Sears doesn't play the voice. I'm on about the Zoom voice. Tony Todd said to him that in the episode 100 of The Flash, it will feature some past speedsters returning, wanting a piece of Barry. He just done his scenes and we can't wait. So this is pretty awesome news. So make sure to go over to his website, which is dcworld.org.uk. He specializes in DC, kind of the DCEU, DC TV shows, the DC streaming service, everything DC basically. And also check him out, DC World, on Twitter, because this whole video is under the premise of what he said. So this interesting story is very interesting because if you remember a while ago, there was a rumor, I think it was 4channel Reddit, that in episode 100, which is a very special episode, because let's be honest, not many TV shows make it past 100 episode. It is a crazy milestone, and thank God that this episode 100 of The Flash Season 5 does not happen during the crossover, because I feel it ruined episode 100 of Arrow, that it had to conflict with the crossover. Why? Because the crossovers are never good. So Zoom is going to be returning in episode 100. Obviously, there wasn't many behind the scenes stuff. I mean, obviously, we here on the Warstu channel, we generally get all the information before everyone else. I mean, I broke the Cicada was the villain for Season 5 story before any other channel here on YouTube and really anywhere on the internet, to be honest. If you don't really think that's true, you can go look back. So we didn't really get told any information about episode 100 as they were shooting most of it behind closed doors, which is how they should do. But with the modern world, everything's got to be shot outside. That's why in all big TV shows, big movies, stuff gets out. So it's very weird how the actor playing the voice for Zoom would so freely said, yeah, I'm going to be in episode 100, can't wait. So pretty random. So Zoom did appear in Season 2 of The Flash, and realistically speaking, he's the only evil villain. But Warstu, Reverse Flash killed Barry Allen's mother. Yes, but Reverse Flash didn't go around killing people randomly. I remember the scene in Jitters where Zoom came in and literally killed every single cop. So Zoom is by far the scariest, most savage villain we've ever come across in The Flash, and I don't think we're ever going to beat it, because I know Nora Allen was like, Cicada's such a beast, no one's ever defeated him, not even the Justice League, etc. But it's like, he's only going after meta-humans, good or bad. He's not killing random people. So other speedsters will appear. Now this is where there's a massive continuity error, because if Savitar is going to appear, that can't really happen, because at the moment they erased him from the timeline. He ceased to ever exist. And obviously we did see the Savitar costume in the Flash Museum in the most recent episode of The Flash, but that's going to have to be a replica because the suit disappeared. So I don't understand what's going on there. If you do know, let me know in the comment box down below, guys. So it is going to be cool. So I guess most people will jump on there. It's going to be a fight inside the Speed Force theory. I mean, I don't really think the whole episode is going to be based around Savitar, Reverse Flash, Zoom. I mean, we have to understand now that the timeline's being completely changed. Nora Allen is here. And another factor that I don't see anyone talking about, not that I actually look, is that the Flash this year didn't start 6 months in the future. So they're not currently in October. The show resumed in May where it ended. So why am I saying this, guys? Because Zoom first appeared, I think it was a Christmas episode, because remember there's that clip where he says Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas or something like that. There was an end tag like that, right? So how are we going to get from May till Christmas? Because he's going to appear in episode 8 of The Flash. But how are they going to get from May to Christmas if there's going to be no time jump? So massive continuity error on the Flash side. But let's be honest, guys, the writers can't keep up with everything. They always make continuity errors, so we can't really bash them for that. So if this episode is going to come, and we know it actually is, it's going to have to be around Christmas. So it will be one of the last episodes that we're going to have on The Flash this year. But, guys, I really want to know, how are we going to get this episode actually coming through? Well, what do you mean? Well, there's going to have to be a time jump somewhere. So this is going to be episode 100. I don't really pay attention to numbers, so I believe the crossover is going to be episode 9, and this episode will be episode 8. So all I'm saying is, how are we going to get from May to December? Because they've messed themselves up, guys. This will be episode 9 or 8. I think episode 9, yeah, because, yeah. Okay, guys, so I got it. So the mid-season finale is episode 9, crossover is episode 8. So how are we going to get from May till Christmas? How? There's going to have to be some time jump. I know Nora Allen's messed the timeline up, but realistically, how can we get to December? So we are led to believe that we're going to have the Flash going up against, in some kind of formality, against Savitar, Reverse Flash, and Zoom. I don't think the Rival or Jesse Quick or Jay Garrick or people like that going to appear, because they weren't really seen on set them days. So they want a piece of Barry. So guys, how do you think this is going to play out? I mean, obviously Reverse Flash will be coming back this season. There's just so many Easter eggs pointing towards Reverse Flash reappearing. So I believe he's going to reappear, but what face is he going to have him? Because if you remember, during the shocking crossover last year, the Crisis on Earth X, he says, what face will we wear next, Barry? Well, like, the Flash show wants you to believe that it's going to be Nora Allen's face, because there's so many Reverse Flash Easter eggs. Like the fact that in this week's promo, they're like, I'm going to kill you, Barry. Do you honestly think if this is Nora Allen, she's going to kill her father? No. That would be some stupid negative Speed Force kind of has taken over her or something like that. But it is interesting. So will it happen inside the Speed Force? Maybe. It most likely will be something ridiculous like a hallucination. And you got everyone hyping up Zoom's coming back. Yeah, Zoom's cool. I really want Teddy Sears to come back. We haven't really had a good villain since he disappeared. Savitar was a good villain. It just wasn't executed properly. The Thinker was good towards the end. Cicada at the moment just seems too OP. And like when Cicada's around, he can take your powers away. So they've got no hope unless they do detective work. So it's a lowercase season at the moment. But Zoom is coming back, so that is fantastic news. But is Teddy Sears going to be the person inside the Zoom suit? No, it's just going to be the voice of Zoom. So I'm expecting it to be a hallucination or some Speed Force scene or a dream or something like that. But it's very fascinating how he says wanting a piece of Barry. I don't think they're randomly going to have a villain of the week being Zoom, Savitar, Reverse Flash, Rival, Warstu. I don't really think that's going to be the case. But it is fascinating how they're going to get to that episode. Is it going to be the ramifications of what Nora Allen's doing from being in the timeline? I mean, you know me, I've got a big problem with the continuity issue that she's in the current timeline. Cicada was supposed to be David Hirsch, which is actually the comic book name, but now David Hirsch isn't Cicada in this timeline, it's someone completely different. So is her being in the current timeline going to make these characters, speedsters, reappear? Well, no, because Savitar never existed. He ceased to exist. So how is Savitar going to randomly reappear in this season without there being a massive plot hole? Now, I don't like to be negative and look for plot holes, because then it kind of makes negative impact. It makes you seem negative about the show. I do like the show, but this is a big problem. So guys, I want to know in the comment box down below, how is Zoom Reverse Flash? I mean, Reverse Flash makes sense because you're never going to kill him. The whole Zoom thing's a bit up in the air as well, because Zoom at the end of the season turned into Black Flash and essentially was sent back to the Speed Force. He reappeared on Legends, and Black Flash was kind of taken out and he reappeared and went back into the Speed Force. So Zoom coming back makes sense. Savitar coming back makes absolutely no sense, because at the moment, because Iris didn't die, he never actually existed. I mean, Todd Helbin at Comic-Con couldn't even explain something. Now, if you're a showrunner for a TV show, movie, book, comic book, and you can't even explain your own storyline, Why are you working for them? So Reverse Flash and Zoom reappearing, yeah, I mean, Zoom makes sense because you could just say he was sent to Speed Force. But Savitar coming back makes absolutely no sense, guys. Anyway, let me know down below what you think. How is Savitar going to return? How is Zoom going to return? How is Reverse Flash going to return? I guess the rival might return, but like I said at the start of the video, guys, make sure to check out DCWORLD.org.uk and check out DC World for all the latest DC news. They are pretty good at finding all the latest news. And DC World do generally have a lot of exclusive information when it comes to the UK Comic Cons, like the MCM Comic Con, Heroes and Villains. They're very good at getting information at cons that no one else seems to get. Because if he didn't answer this question, if he didn't tell everyone this, no one would know. So it's pretty cool information. So props to DC World for this. Such a cool reveal. Although we kind of already knew from a leak, it's just good to get a confirmation. I know I don't do 20,000 Flash videos a week, but I do the Flash videos when they're relevant, and I will be posting a Elseworlds video. I do have some information that no other person's talking about at the moment, but I'm going to hold on it for a little while to get a bit more intel about what really is going on in Arkham Asylum. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.